Good afternoon. It is 2:01 on June the 18th, 2026. I am Miss Kim with Miss Kim's Tarot and Tea Room. So some of you may have noticed that finally those horrible roots that I had have been colored. The reason was because of my leg. I could not stand up for a long time to rinse the hair or color out of my hair. So I just couldn't take it anymore. And I went ahead and did what I had to do. But I thought while I was doing that I would give you a little clue about the coming Mercury retrograde. Never, ever have hair services done during a Mercury retrograde because they do not go as you intended. Even color that you have used time and time again may come out looking totally different. Somebody that is quite capable of cutting your hair for some reason cannot hear what you're saying. And the next thing you know, you said trim the ends and you end up with a scalp cut. So that Mercury retrograde is going to start on the 29th. Now I'm looking at the astrological calendar, and today just happens to be June the 18th, and the moon is in Leo. Moon in Leo is all about hair, their mane. So I can understand why today I just got out of bed and I said I can't take it anymore. It was a 2.5 hour ordeal of me doing it at home. When I go to a salon, it takes 4. So today and tomorrow, that moon will be in Leo, but it will only be in Leo until 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then it goes into Virgo. So you can get that meticulousness of the Virgo moon tomorrow. Um, and then on Saturday and part of Sunday. And then it goes into Libra, and that is all about beauty and art and things of pleasure. So you got 1, 2, 3 days up until the 23rd, and then comes the moon in Scorpio, and that will be the 24th, 25th, and part of the 26th. So you're getting a little bit close to having your hair services done, or anything where you're having to trust people to do what they say they're going to do. Even though Mercury will not be retrograde until that 29th, that shadow is still going over. So you got to be really careful. Anything that has to be fixed, do it now. Otherwise, if you go to have it fixed, they may not fix it properly and you'll have to take it back. In the case of a car, to go have a tune-up, I have heard people that have went in and they did something where they didn't actually do the oil right, and it caused their engine, something to happen to their engine. So just know, do what you have to do now, and then you will not have to deal with it later. So I'm just going to do a little spread today, uh, just to pop in. And actually, I'm hearing that there's someone who has been having some relationship issues, and I'm going to read on that. So let me put the share screen up and you can see my hands. And let's see here. Let's hope that you can see it. There we go. Okay. So I am reading for a certain audience of relationship issues. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it can. The first card is a Queen of Wands. So this is an animated person. This can be a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And it indicates this woman is very animated, loves hot months, loves the summer, loves cats, and she will be actuated through this reading. And if it's not an actual person, it's still the definition of the card. So somebody wants to get free in a relationship. They want to move forward. There is something karmic that has been in this relationship, and I feel that they have learned their lesson and they are going to move forward without the person that has been in their life. And here we have, if you do, there is bright hopes and prospects. It certainly shows your life will become a little bit more balanced because of the choices that you do make. And here we have what you can work with and use as your family, your friendships, as your support system to help you move forward in the next aspect that you're going to be dealing with in your life. And then here we have one of the problems behind this relationship issue is showing too many people involved giving advice, spiritual poverty, and when I think of spiritual poverty, it is somebody that is not connected in with the divine at all. And they're just, what you see is what you get on this earth. But also, having someone in your life that is not pulling their weight, whether it be reciprocal energy as far as you are giving and they are taking, or you are giving and they are not even trying at all. And there's certain situations where that is understandable. A young child or someone who physically cannot, but the reciprocal energy on an emotional level is something that can be. But it also indicates that there can be other people giving advice, becoming involved in the relationship. It can mean that there is a third person that is present, whether you know or do not know. So these are things that you want to look out for. This is showing somebody wanting to get a message through, to talk to you. They are feeling you out to see how you are going to respond. Or they're having other people feel you out to see how you will respond. And then here we have a big change coming, because of the lessons that you have gone through. There is going to be a renewal in your life. You're basically being tested to see if you are going to fall for the same thing again. And you are in a place where you have learned a lesson. You are now starting to power up and stand in your own power. And you may have these people come back into your life who want to see how you are going to respond. Is it going to be the same old you, or what has changed, or are they even allowed back in? So this is a test. And so here we have juggling because of some news that comes in. You may have to make some allowances for something, or you may have to shift your schedule around. But do know that these messages that come in are going to be upsetting to you because of what it means that you are going to have to do. Well, you don't have to do. That's the thing. But in your mind, you think that you have to do something, but you really don't. You decide what you are going to allow. And here it is saying that your strength and vitality is an issue here. So this person has had access to your energy, to your strength, and your vitality, and have used it. They've used it for their own selfish needs or wants. So you have to determine what you're going to do with that energy. And remember this, if life is an hourglass, there's only so many little grains of sand, and you have to ask yourself, do I want to spend my life minutes on this? And then the outcome is showing there'll be a separation, a possible split with tears. And I don't think that they're going to be your tears. I think it's going to be the other person. It means that you'll be naturally away. And I'm going to ask um, one of the oracle cards what else uh, that you need to know about this situation. Let's check out Foretell, since that's the newest one I've been playing with. No, 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 no. Let's don't. Let's do pausology. So we're going to pause. All right. So what is it that the collective needs to know about this relationship that the person might come back around, or you're being tested to see about where you're going next with this? Oh, you're not supposed to be there. What are you doing there? Somehow they got turned around. Okay. What does the collective need to know about these relationship issues? I will be a positive force in your life and only want to bring you peace and happiness. Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? And then here, vent. I have a lot to say about a situation and I need a good listener. This word I despise. I'm not even kidding. I just can't stand to hear somebody say, I just want to vent to you. Because, first of all, they need to ask permission if they can unload on you. And secondly, they need to take responsibility for what's going on inside of them. And that doesn't mean that everybody around them wants to be blasted. And then here we have the outcome. Past. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. They're not asking if you're over it. Collaborate. We are aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. With that being said, that might be why this person is coming back around, and you need to decide if you want to give any more of your sweet energy to someone that has certainly not appreciated and taken you for granted, whether you're going to let them back in. So you're going to have a test soon, and I understand how that feels, and I certainly um, commend you for having the ability to stand up to this and really look it in the eye, because sometimes, because we have history with someone, we feel that they should have another chance. But what we don't sometimes think of is what our history has been with them and how it's made us feel long standing, and how much energy we've put into something from someone that has done very little, giving reciprocal energy back. Hard truth. So I'm going to leave this one here. My name is Miss Kim from Miss Kim's Tarot and Tearoom.com. I will leave my contact information below if you would like to book a session. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.